Welcome folks to Final Fantasy World Vision. Today we're gonna talk about Ildyra. Now is the game... yeah, I think it is. We're gonna talk about Ildyra. Ildyra is an arithmetician main job, and she has Spellblade and Black Mage as sub-jobs. Ildyra is a unit that you can acquire for free in the Friend Medal shop, and she's one of the best characters you can get as a free-to-play player. Why? Well, first of all, she is an arithmetician. Arithmeticians are very powerful because they can hit targets at any height. The damage will vary according to the height, and she is free to get, and she is part of the water element, which is somehow a lot more common than you might think. There are some characters in the water department that I do not possess, but they are very powerful, like Astrius, for instance. So it makes sense to pair Astrius with Ildyra because she can both act as a healer and as a DPS, magical DPS. So let's take a look, see at her basic things. Let's remove this stuff, which I always forget to do. Alright. This would be kind of a unique take. Okay, agility 64 is nothing crazy, but it's nothing bad. Okay, so it's there in the average category for ultra rare units. Alright, she has above average dexterity, slightly below average luck. She has not much in the way of HPs. She has decent magic, and she has some spirit resistance. She moves 3, jump 1, pretty standard. Let's go to the abilities and see what they can do. Alright, we have... I'm not gonna go through that, it's too painful. Let's go through this one. She has Height 3 Holy. This medium damage to target within range, and increased potency against those height is multiple of 3. Level 4 Waterga. This small damage to attack within range based on caster magic stat, and increased potency against targets whose unit level is a multiple of 4. Guess what? Level 120 is a multiple of 4. 8-3 Kuraga is the basic heal. It covers medium HPs of allies within range and increase effects on target. Okay, this is basically gonna fool your entire team. Alright, it has a huge range, 2 squares. That's very powerful. This is the basic DPS. It's not DPS, but it's a very high AP efficient skill that she uses. It's small damage, so you shouldn't be using this often. You have got more powerful spells at your disposal. Then you have the 8 base cure, which is recovers ally HP small and increase the target. Okay, this is a single target heal, but it's not medium, it's small. High 3 resistivity, it's gonna be modified by your it's gonna be part of your EX kit. Raise pierce, strike, missile attack resistance of allies within range for 3 turns, and increase the effect on those whose height is a multiple of 3. So this is a fantastic buff you can cast on your teammates, and it actually buffs your damage against very common damage sources. Now as a sub job, you're gonna have level 4 Watera. This is water damage minimum to targets within range based on caster magic, and increase the potency based on the level. We have a high 3 disable, which could work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and this is an average CT of targets within range, excluding self. For sub jobs, we have the Spellblade with resist magic, raise magical attack. We got taunting spell if you want to take aggro. You got Waterga Blade, which deals large damage to targets within range, Water Blade, and Bio Blade. Okay. So if you want to go with these spells, I suggest you disable the taunting spell over here. Okay, so she cannot use that and take the aggro. If we dip into the water, into the Black Mage, we have some basic spells that I actually do not recommend. You have Sleep, you have Toad, and everything here is just bad. Whatever the small damage. Again, I don't like black mages. I think black mages are obsolete, so I do not recommend leveling these skills up. You will rarely need them. Instead, you could go with Spellblade and have more utility out of that. As for reactions, we have damage distribution, magic guard, and magic counter. Now, damage distribution is basically a heal. A chance of counterattacking when taking damage and absorb damage dealt. This has helped me immensely, and I suggest this to prioritize this one in place of anything else. Now, of course, if you want to tank, then magic guard is a reliable source of parrying, and magic counter is basically a reflex. No, it's not a reflex. Magic counter is just countering damage. It is a 3 square move, so if you wanna tank, just go with magic guard. But damage distribution is fantastic. Now, as support, she's got Providence of Fire and height 3 to 2 resistance. Okay, raise air attack resistance and replace own abilities targeting height 3 with height 2 only during battle. So this is like something you will put on her to tank better area of attack skills. And then you have the Providence of Fire, which raises magic attack resistance and fire resistance. Then you have level 4 to level 3, so you can attack multiples of 3. And then you have the magic up level 1, which gives you some magic. Anything else? Ildyra's theorem is basically raise CT of self, allies within range, and raise effect. Alright, since this is what people need to understand. Raising CT. The problem with this in the AI is that it uses this move on turn 1. The problem with that is that most units, if not all, just get their CT almost maxed out at the beginning of the game. So using this one is not something I do recommend. You should use this one after your units have moved, so they will act faster because they will regenerate more CT. Alright, that me sneeze. Sorry, I made a chain over there with sneezing. Okay, that's all you need to know. Master ability, there are some she doesn't have a master ability 2 yet. The basic one is speed plus 5 and air attack resistance plus 10. So you can see all these things. I don't even know why I'm telling you these things. Let's talk about the Espers. From an Esper side, I use Mind Flayer because, first of all, the Esper itself, the Mind Blast, is a fantastic move. Deals water damage medium to targets within range and has a chance of inflicting paralysis for 3 turns. So I like this move, so I'm giving her this one. Stat wise, it's not the best. Alright, we can see right here we get magic up, we got water attack, and we got magic attack. So this is the best in slot for Ildyra when it comes to, at least it's not one of those limited things that you need to get visual. It's the best I can come up with. Okay, we got some fire eating, we got some man eating, we've got some magic up, water attack, and magic attack up. Now, if you don't have this Esper, what can you put? Well, you can put Siren for sure. She's not the best because she goes for piercing attack, but it is there because it gives magic and a lot of agility. Now, you can go for Bahamut should you get Bahamut, obviously. Bahamut has a bucket load, has 7 more agility compared to Mind Flayer, I think. And you get magic up 25% and you get magic attack up. So that's a viable option. That being said, is there anything else you can use? You can use Shiva in place. If you don't have any of those Espers, you don't have really anything, you can use Shiva. As long as you build her as a generalist magic attack Esper, like magic up, and then you go for magic attack, that should be enough. There are many Espers you can use, but the best I found is the Mind Flayer. Let's go to the far plane and let's talk about equipment and the vision cards. We're just gonna go to the training something. which is as blood demand 2. Let's go over here. Do you have my water team selected? No. Water. Okay, so let's talk about this thing. I'm gonna give her the Chronal Cap because it raises your agility and it increases your light attack resistance up, which is situational at best. It gives me 14 defense, which makes her squishiness less relevant. And I've also gave her the something. I don't remember. I gave her something. We have spirit piercing rate up 10, which is great. We got magic up 10. I wish I could tell you the rune set I've got on. I don't remember. Can I just check the rune set over here for the Chronal Cap? Apparently not, but it's nothing fancy. I'm gonna go and check it. Okay, Trust Masters. Alright, what is it? You cannot have more than one filter. Okay, thank you. Okay, we have simple Trust Masters here. I can place a yellow one, and I could craft the one with agility if I wanted to, but I've got this one. I got the defense one, and I've got the... what is that? Give me that. And I got the magic one. Okay, spirit piercing rate is great to have, so I gave her this one. Reason being, if we go back to the far plane and back to the mission I'm gonna take, reason being, we give her the Soul of Tamaza to increase potential magic. Now, one thing of note here is that two magic sources do not stack. They have diminishing return, but if I change that and say I want to equip this one, I'm gonna lose 50 points of magic. Now if you multiply that by everything, well, you can easily see why it's gonna be an issue. It's gonna deal less damage. And to be fair, you can give her anything else. We can give her the Tidus necklace for some spirit resistance. If you're going for a tanking build, you can use this one. Can we give her something else? I don't know. This one gives us agility plus 3, some defense capabilities. You can really go wild, but I'm gonna go with maximum stuff here. Really, there is no reason not to do so. Maybe I could try with some critical damage, but that's not the point. So as for weapons, she really shines once you get the Punisher plus 5. If you don't get this weapon, I'm sorry for you. You might want to use the Platinum Mace. But this thing is breaking. This thing actually got my Ildyra to a new level because of the magic attack resistance piercing rate. This is simply the best mace I found for Ildyra. Okay, it's not like I have many, but this is the best. It really takes her to a new level. Okay, as for vision cards, well, we have water attack up with magic, we have fire attack resistance up, and we have water attack resistance up. So this is card that I use in my water team. Now obviously, if you're not running a water team, you can use something else. Now Ramuh is a good choice as the limited ability is just useless for us. So you can get that magic up 50%. That's not bad. But our vision card, I think it's better because... no, shut up. Because this increases the final damage by 35%. So if I were to cast like a medium spell with 150 modifier, this goes to 185. It's up to you. You can use both cards. You can put one over here. We got this one, limited party condition. We have magic attack up, critical damage up for the guidance of the star. You get this boost if you are either Moor or Ramada, so we don't get this one. So we can place this one here. Really, we can increase our magic and see how it goes. Remember, we have magic attack 18, and we have to counter that with magic up 25. Let's see if it changes anything. We have 1200. Yes, 12. No, it's 12,000 power. We go with Ramuh now. We lose 1 agility, mind you, and a lot of magic. We're 767. If I put this one, it goes lower. So according to the game, this one is better, which could be good or could be bad. I don't know. Let's try it out. All right. So basically, magic attack up and magic cards, magic up cards are your bread and butter. Let's go into the mission and see what we can do. And by the way, I do, spoiler alert, I do recommend getting her to 120. She's totally worth the resources. She's gonna allow you to farm because of the big AoEs she's got. She's also good at soloing Ifrit raids. She is really something, let me tell you. I don't need to show. You've seen my team, my water team, many times, so probably you know already what damage it's gonna look like. But if you haven't seen anything yet, then by all means, stick around and find out. They want to move? Much sure, why not? Ramada is gonna do sharp spear. You're gonna get some shenanigans done. Okay, we need to boost that, so let's just go over here, cast our height 3 resist. Oh, actually, let me show you how it works. We go here, I cast Ildyra's theorem. And they move before the others. Alright, there you go. Let's do a dispelling trust on this thing. Ramada is gonna do Ramada's things. Yeah, sure, whatever. We're gonna move Glacial over there, do some shenanigans. Farm is gonna do farm things, prepare for attack farm, and now we're gonna do some solid damage. Can I do some solid damage from here or here? I don't know. We can do this thing, look at the damage. It's gonna almost kill this guy. Let's just drop this bomb. Wabam. Let's get ready. Mega Quake, wow. Let's not forget that these guys might actually be resistant to magic. Shadow Stick. Let me check. I just want to check. Okay, this guy resists to magic. That's why we have piercing, magic piercing stats.
Now I can let loose.
Okay, I need to land a taunting blade. I don't have that. Why is that? Why don't you have? Because I did remove your paladin subjob. They actually do that. That is very stupid of me. Anyway, let us just do a leap strike with Glaciela. Farm doing farm things. Alright, now let's see if we can do some damage here. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Level 3 Waterga, we can do some damage, but this guy is actually resistant to magic, right? Yes, 20%. Can we find someone who's not resistant to that? Level 3 Waterga, she's gonna do some damage over there. And Waterga does small damage. You need to do something like Holy 3 or Watera, I think it was. Was it Watera? I don't know, but she can also heal. So we're gonna try and do some healing now. With a height 3 Kuraga, look at the healing. That's amazing. That's truly amazing. And then we can run in with Ramada and do some more shenanigans. I think I can go auto right now. Now keep in mind these enemies have resistances to magic, so the damage you see here is lower compared to the standard. Alright, so what we can do now, as you can see, we've lost some HPs. Wow, color me not impressed, because right now I'm gonna drop a... Oh, you're telling me to drop a Holy. I can lob a disable, but that's every enemy is always immune to that. We can drop some Kuraga so we can full Ramada. Or we can do some shenanigans. What can we do? Let's go with a cure. Again, we can full our team up. No problem there. Go auto, please. My team is gonna take care of the rest. So she can switch between this healer mode and DPS mode. And she can also make people act again. And there you have it. So she kinda enhances the group, she takes care of the group, so it's gonna be a hard balance between healing and dealing damage. She cannot raise people, so she's like a jack of all trades. She's not like that superb, supreme damage dealer, though with in the right circumstances, she deals the right damage, and she's not the healer that can raise people to full life. Not like, let's say, Ayaka. But if you don't have your people dying on you, you can pretty much bring them to full HPs, and she can act as a backup healer or as a full-time healer without raise. And she can go to damage dealing given the appropriate condition. If you build her properly, she will be able to solve the raid of Ifrits and any fire esper. So that's Ildyra, guys. I do recommend you get her to 120. She's absolutely worth the resources. She's nice to have in your team, especially your water team. You can get her here. Friend medal, 2000 friend medals, and then you can get the shards. 10 a day. That means it's gonna take 10 days to get 100. It's gonna take 2 months of fully investing in her to get her to level 99, and then you need 1.5 months to get her to 120. If you put all the friend medals into the shard shop here, alright? But you know, once you go into level 99 territory, you can go here and switch and get the mind sphere you need for Ildyra, alright? So that's Ildyra. Even though she didn't shine in this one, you can see how she can easily switch between healing, damage dealing. She's got Holy, which is great. So you can use Holy in PvP against those dark teams if you want to. It's a possibility, it's out there. So yeah, and she's actually free to play, so you don't even need to spend Visor to get her. So that's everything I have to show you for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. By the way, if you're wondering, I am taking my time to raise my resources to get more characters to 120. I would love to get lower rarity characters to 120. Some of them have the Mind Sphere, some of them do not. Working on there. I'm not paid to do this job, so I mean, it's not a job, so I do it for the knowledge sake. So be patient, and all these characters will be brought to 120, and we shall try them out and see what they can do. Again, thank you for your patience, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.